Many people dream big but fall short when it comes to taking action. They wait for the perfect moment, the right circumstances, or an ideal situation to get started. But here's the harsh truth: the perfect time doesn't exist. Life will never line up all the stars for you, and if you keep waiting, you'll watch countless opportunities pass you by. Action is the foundation of success. It's the spark that ignites progress. When you take that first step, no matter how small or uncertain, you set a powerful chain reaction in motion. Momentum builds from movement, and the only way to gain momentum is by moving forward. Let's be real. Taking action is scary. You might not know all the answers. You might worry about failure or judgment from others. But hesitation is the biggest enemy of progress. Even if your initial steps aren't perfect, you will learn along the way. In fact, failure often becomes the best teacher. Every mistake you make brings you closer to a better strategy and a stronger version of yourself. Think of successful entrepreneurs, athletes, or creators. They didn't wait until they were ready. They started with what they had, where they were, and figured things out as they went along. Jeff Bezos didn't wait until he had a state-of-the-art system to launch Amazon. He started out in a garage. Michael Jordan didn't wait until he was the best basketball player to hit the court. He practiced relentlessly until he became a legend. What they all had in common was a willingness to act without guarantees of success. Remember, ideas have no value until they are acted upon. You can have the greatest business idea, the most creative project concept, or the smartest strategy, but if you never move beyond thinking and planning, it will never materialize. Start small if you must. Write that first page, make that first call, send that first email, or take that first workout session. The initial step may not be glamorous, but it's the beginning of something much bigger. What separates dreamers from achievers is the decision to act. So don't sit around waiting for inspiration or a magic moment. Take charge, trust yourself, and make things happen. Success belongs to those who are bold enough to begin. And when you take that first step, you'll discover that taking the next one becomes easier. Motivation is a fantastic feeling. It's that surge of energy that makes you feel like you can conquer the world. We've all felt it after watching an inspiring video, hearing a powerful speech, or setting exciting new goals. But here's the problem. Motivation is fleeting. It's unreliable. Some days you'll wake up fired up to chase your dreams, but other days you won't even want to get out of bed. That's why motivation alone is not enough to achieve lasting success. This is where discipline comes in. Discipline is what keeps you grinding when the excitement fades. It's the commitment to stick to your goals, no matter how you feel at the moment. While motivation is like a spark, discipline is the engine that keeps the fire burning. It's the daily decision to show up and do the work, even when every fiber of your being wants to quit. Think about top athletes. They don't rely on motivation to train every day. Do you think Serena Williams always feels motivated to practice for hours on the tennis court? Of course not. What sets her apart is her discipline. The decision to show up and give 100% even when she's tired, frustrated, or not in the mood. The same principle applies to any field. Writers, artists, business owners, and students all know that waiting for motivation is a trap. If a writer only writes when they feel inspired, they'll never finish the book. If an entrepreneur only works when they're excited, their business will never thrive. Discipline means doing what needs to be done regardless of your emotional state. Here's the key. Discipline is built through habits. When you consistently show up and complete tasks day after day, it becomes a part of who you are. You stop needing to think about it. It just becomes automatic. For example, if you decide to work out every morning at 7 a.m., it will feel difficult at first, but after a few weeks, your body and mind will adapt. It becomes second nature, and skipping it will feel strange. That's the power of habit-driven discipline. But how do you develop this kind of discipline? Start by setting non-negotiables. Clear rules for yourself that you commit to following no matter what. It could be as simple as waking up at the same time every day, dedicating 30 minutes to reading, or spending an hour on your passion project. Write these commitments down and hold yourself accountable. Another crucial aspect is learning to embrace discomfort. Discipline often requires you to push through situations that aren't fun or comfortable, but discomfort is where growth happens. Every time you choose discipline over instant gratification, you strengthen your resilience and build the mental toughness that will carry you through future challenges. Remember, motivation will come and go, but discipline is a skill you can cultivate. And when you master it, you unlock a level of consistency and productivity that makes success inevitable. Keep showing up, keep grinding, and watch how discipline transforms your life. When we think about success, it's easy to get caught up in the big dramatic moments, landing a major deal, winning an award, or hitting a significant milestone. But what often goes unnoticed is the countless small efforts that pave the way to those victories. Success isn't built overnight. It's the result of consistent, seemingly insignificant actions compounded over time. Think about drops of water carving out a canyon. One drop doesn't make much difference, but thousands or millions of drops over time shape entire landscapes. The same principle applies to your journey. Small actions may not look impressive in the moment, but their cumulative impact can be life-changing. Take fitness as an example. If you do 10 push-ups today, it won't transform your body. But if you do 10 push-ups every day for a year, that's 3,650 push-ups. That kind of consistency will undoubtedly lead to noticeable results. The same logic applies to reading, saving money, learning a new skill, or building relationships. What starts as a small effort becomes a powerful force when repeated consistently. One of the biggest mistakes people make is underestimating the value of these small efforts. They think, what's the point of spending 15 minutes on this project? It won't make a difference. But that mindset is dangerous because it leads to procrastination and inaction. Those 15-minute sessions, when added up over time, could be the difference between failure and success. Let's look at some real-world examples. J.K. Rowling didn't write Harry Potter in one sitting. She wrote it chapter by chapter, page by page, often while facing rejection and doubt. Steve Jobs didn't revolutionize technology overnight. He and his team at Apple made incremental improvements over years. The common thread is that they showed up every day and put in the work, no matter how small the progress seemed. There's also a psychological benefit to small efforts. They create momentum. When you complete even a tiny task, you experience a sense of accomplishment. That feeling motivates you to tackle the next task and the one after that. It's like pushing a snowball down a hill. It starts small, but as it rolls, it gathers size and speed. But how do you stay committed to these small efforts when you don't see immediate results? The key is to shift your mindset. Instead of focusing solely on the end goal, learn to appreciate the process. Celebrate the fact that you showed up today, even if the results aren't visible yet. Trust that every small step is bringing you closer to where you want to be. Tracking your progress can also help. Keep a journal, use a habit tracker, or simply make a checklist. When you look back and see all the small efforts you've made, you'll be amazed at how far you've come. This sense of progress fuels your motivation and keeps you grinding. Remember, greatness isn't about grand gestures. It's about the quiet, consistent work that no one sees. The early mornings, the late nights, the small victories. When you understand that every small effort matters, you unlock the true secret to long-term success. In a world obsessed with instant gratification, it's tempting to only focus on the destination, the promotion, the finished project, the victory celebration. We get so fixated on achieving our end goals that we forget the importance of the journey. But here's a truth you need to embrace. The process is where the magic happens. It's during the grind, the setbacks, and the lessons learned that real growth and transformation take place. When you see a successful person on stage, winning an award or enjoying the fruits of their labor, it's easy to believe that their journey was straightforward. But what you don't see are the countless hours of practice, the sleepless nights, the moments of doubt, and the sacrifices they made along the way. Those hidden, unglamorous moments are what made their success possible. And to achieve your own version of greatness, you must learn to fall in love with the process. Why is embracing the process so important? First, it builds resilience. Life will throw curveballs at you, unexpected challenges, failures, and disappointments. If your only focus is the end goal, you'll be tempted to give up when things get tough. But when you find joy in the grind itself, setbacks become learning experiences rather than reasons to quit. You develop the mental toughness needed to navigate the ups and downs of any journey. Second, the process is where skill and mastery are developed. Think about an artist perfecting their craft. The masterpiece doesn't happen in a single painting session. It's the result of years of practice, trial and error, and countless failed attempts. The same goes for entrepreneurs, athletes, and anyone pursuing excellence. When you commit to the process, you give yourself the time and space to grow, learn, and refine your skills. Moreover, the process allows you to discover your true passion and purpose. Sometimes, when you set a goal, you're focused on the outcome without fully understanding why it matters to you. But as you work through the process, you gain clarity. You might even discover new passions or opportunities that you hadn't considered before. The process has a way of revealing what truly drives you. Of course, embracing the process isn't always easy. There will be days when the grind feels monotonous and progress seems invisible. That's when you need to remind yourself that every step, no matter how small, is part of a bigger picture. Even the setbacks are valuable because they teach you resilience, problem. One way to stay motivated during the process is to set small, achievable milestones. Instead of waiting to celebrate until you reach the finish line, acknowledge and appreciate the progress you're making along the way. Each completed task, no matter how minor, is a victory worth recognizing. Another important aspect of embracing the process is maintaining a growth mindset. Understand that you're not supposed to be perfect from the beginning. Mistakes are inevitable, and that's okay. What matters is that you're learning and improving with each step. A growth mindset keeps you focused on progress rather than perfection. Finally, surround yourself with people who appreciate and value the journey. It's easy to feel discouraged when you compare your progress to someone else's highlight reel. But when you have a community of like-minded individuals who understand the importance of the grind, you'll be reminded that you're on the right track. They'll encourage you to keep pushing forward and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. In the end, success isn't just about reaching your goals. It's about who you become along the way. When you embrace the process, you transform into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. And that transformation is the ultimate reward. Imagine setting out on a road trip without a destination in mind. You may drive for hours or even days, but without a clear endpoint, you'll eventually end up frustrated, lost, or back where you started. Life works the same way. If you don't set clear goals, you'll find yourself drifting aimlessly, wasting time, energy, and opportunities. Goals give you direction, purpose, and a roadmap to success. Why is goal setting so important? First and foremost, it provides clarity. Life is filled with distractions, and without a clear focus, it's easy to get pulled in multiple directions. When you set specific, well-defined goals, you know exactly what you're working toward. Each day becomes more purposeful because you have a target to hit. Clear goals also help you break down big dreams into manageable steps. Let's say your ultimate goal is to start a successful business. That can feel overwhelming at first, but when you break it down into smaller objectives, like researching the market, developing a business plan, and launching a marketing campaign, it becomes far more achievable. Each small milestone builds momentum and brings you closer to the bigger picture. Another benefit of goal setting is that it keeps you motivated. When you see yourself making progress toward a meaningful goal, it fuels your desire to keep going. Without clear goals, it's easy to lose motivation because you don't have a sense of accomplishment to celebrate. But when you set milestones and track your progress, every small win gives you a reason to push harder. But here's the catch. Not all goals are created equal. Vague goals like I want to be successful or I want to get fit are hard to measure and achieve. That's why it's essential to set SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific, what exactly do you want to achieve? Instead of get fit, say lose 10 pounds in 3 months. Measurable. How will you track your progress? Use numbers or milestones to keep yourself accountable. Achievable. Set goals that challenge you but are realistic based on your current situation. Relevant. Make sure your goals align with your values and long-term aspirations. Time-bound. Set a deadline to create urgency and keep yourself focused. Equally important is writing down your goals. Studies have shown that people who write down their goals are more likely to achieve them compared to those who only think about them. Writing makes your goals tangible. and gives you a visual reminder of what you're working toward. Keep them somewhere visible, whether it's a journal, a vision board, or a note on your phone. It's also crucial to review and adjust your goals regularly. Life is unpredictable and your priorities may change over time. Don't be afraid to modify your goals if they no longer align with your vision or if you've outgrown them. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up, it means staying adaptable and open to new opportunities. One of the challenges people face with goal setting is fear of failure. They worry about not meeting their objectives and often avoid setting ambitious goals altogether. But here's the truth. Failing to reach a goal isn't the end of the world. In fact, failure is often a stepping stone to success. Each attempt, whether successful or not, teaches you valuable lessons that you can apply moving forward. Another important aspect is accountability. Share your goals with a trusted friend, mentor, or group who can hold you accountable and provide support along the way. Accountability partners can help you stay on track, celebrate your wins, and push through challenges when your motivation dips. Visualization is a powerful tool when it comes to goal setting. Picture yourself achieving your goals and imagine the emotions you'll feel when you reach that point. Visualization helps program your mind for success and strengthens your belief in your ability to achieve your dreams. Lastly, remember to celebrate your progress. Achieving a goal is rewarding, but don't wait until the very end to acknowledge your efforts. Celebrate the small victories along the way. Each step forward is a reason to be proud. Recognizing your progress boosts your confidence and keeps you motivated for the next challenge. When you set clear goals and commit to them, you take control of your life. Instead of being a passive participant, you become the architect of your own success. Goals give you the power to turn dreams into reality through focused effort, discipline, and determination. Obstacles are a fact of life. No matter who you are or what you're striving for, challenges will inevitably come your way. They can be frustrating, discouraging, and even make you question whether your goals are worth pursuing. But here's the truth. Obstacles aren't meant to stop you. They're meant to test your determination and make you stronger. Success isn't defined by how easy your journey is. It's defined by your ability to push through the difficult times. Think about any successful person you admire, whether it's a renowned athlete, a business leader, or a creative genius. Their path to success was never smooth. Michael Jordan, often regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was once cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah Winfrey faced numerous setbacks early in her career, including being told she was unfit for television. The common factor in their stories is that they didn't give up when faced with obstacles. They pushed through and emerged stronger. So how do you push through obstacles when everything seems stacked against you? It starts with your mindset. Adversity is inevitable, but how you respond to it is entirely up to you. You have to shift your perspective and see challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth. When you encounter a problem, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become better? Resilience is another critical component. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. Building resilience requires mental toughness and emotional control. When you face a setback, take a deep breath, acknowledge your feelings, and then refocus on your goals. Don't dwell on what went wrong. Instead, channel your energy into finding a solution. It's also essential to break down obstacles into smaller, manageable parts. When a problem feels overwhelming, it can be paralyzing. But when you dissect it, and tackle one piece at a time, it becomes more approachable. For example, if you're struggling to complete a major project, break it down into specific tasks and focus on completing them one by one. Progress may be slow, but it's still progress. Another powerful strategy is maintaining a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you and encourage you to keep going. Whether it's friends, family, mentors, or peers, having a network of positive, like-minded individuals can provide the motivation and perspective you need to overcome challenges. Don't be afraid to reach out for advice or ask for help. There's strength in collaboration. Equally important is staying adaptable. Sometimes, obstacles require you to change your approach or even adjust your goals. Flexibility is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. If one strategy isn't working, try another. Successful people are not rigid in their methods. They're constantly learning, evolving, and finding new ways to achieve their objectives. It's also crucial to maintain your physical and mental well-being. Stress and frustration can take a toll on your body and mind, making it harder to push through obstacles. Prioritize self-care by getting enough sleep, eating well, exercising, and practicing mindfulness. When you take care of yourself, you'll have the energy and focus needed to overcome challenges. One thing to remember is that failure is often part of the process. Many people see failure as the opposite of success, but it's actually a stepping stone toward it. Each failure teaches you valuable lessons and brings you one step closer to your goal. The only true failure is giving up. As long as you keep pushing forward, you're still in the game. Visualization is another powerful tool for overcoming obstacles. Picture yourself successfully navigating the challenge and achieving your goal. Visualizing success can help reduce anxiety and increase your confidence, making it easier to stay focused and motivated. Lastly, celebrate your victories, no matter how small. When you overcome an obstacle, take a moment to acknowledge your hard work and resilience. These moments are proof that you have what it takes to push through challenges and come out stronger on the other side. Recognizing your wins boosts your confidence and prepares you for future challenges. Obstacles will never completely disappear, but your ability to face them head on and push through will define your success. The grind isn't easy, but that's exactly why it's worth it. Consistency is the foundation of greatness. While talent, intelligence, and resources can give you an edge, nothing beats the power of showing up and putting in the work day after day. Whether you're chasing a personal goal, building a career, or pursuing a passion, consistency is the key that turns effort into success. But staying consistent is easier said than done. In the beginning, when enthusiasm is high, it's natural to give your best. You feel motivated, energized, and ready to conquer anything. But as time goes on, that initial excitement fades. Life gets busy, obstacles arise, and progress may seem slow or invisible. This is when most people start to lose momentum and quit. What separates the achievers from the rest is their ability to keep going, even when motivation dwindles. Why is consistency so powerful? First, it builds momentum. Just like a train that starts slow but gains speed as it moves forward, your efforts become more efficient and effective the longer you stay consistent. Each step forward makes the next step easier. For instance, if you're trying to build a fitness routine, the first few workouts might be difficult and painful. But as you stay consistent, your body adapts and exercising becomes second nature. The same principle applies to any skill or habit. Consistency also reinforces discipline. When you commit to doing something regularly, you build a habit that becomes automatic over time. You no longer have to rely on willpower to get things done because it becomes a part of your daily routine. This is why forming positive habits is crucial for long-term success. Furthermore, consistency compounds results. Think about saving money. If you save a small amount every month, it may not seem like much at first, but over time, those small savings grow into a substantial amount thanks to the power of compound interest. The same concept applies to personal and professional growth. Each small effort adds up over time and creates significant results. Staying consistent also builds trust and credibility, not just with others but with yourself. When you consistently follow through on your commitments, people learn to depend on you. This reputation can open doors to new opportunities and relationships. More importantly, consistency builds self-trust. When you prove to yourself that you can stick to a routine or achieve a goal, your confidence grows and you become more resilient in the face of challenges. However, staying consistent doesn't mean you have to be perfect. Life happens and there will be days when you miss a workout, skip a task, or fall short of your goals. The key is not to let those moments derail you. One slip-up doesn't define your journey. What matters is getting back on track and continuing the process. Consistency is about progress, not perfection. So how can you stay consistent in the long run? Start by setting realistic expectations. It's tempting to go all in at the beginning, but that often leads to burnout. Instead, start with manageable steps that you can sustain over time. For example, if you want to read more books, don't commit to reading a full book every week if that's unrealistic. Start with 10 minutes, 15 minutes of reading a day and gradually build from there. Creating a structured schedule is another effective strategy. When you allocate specific times for tasks, you reduce decision fatigue and make it easier to stay on track. Whether it's a workout routine, work project, or creative pursuit, having a designated time slot helps you build consistency. Accountability is also crucial. Share your goals with a trusted friend, mentor, or group who can check in on your progress and encourage you when your motivation dips. Knowing that someone else is invested in your success can be a powerful motivator to stay consistent. Tracking your progress is equally important. Keep a journal, use an app, or simply check off tasks on a calendar. Seeing your progress visually reinforces the importance of consistency and reminds you of how far you've come. Even small wins can provide the motivation to keep going. Lastly, celebrate your milestones, no matter how minor they may seem. Recognizing and rewarding your efforts boosts your morale and reinforces the habit of staying consistent. When you acknowledge your progress, you create positive associations with your routine, making it easier to maintain in the long run. Staying consistent isn't about making massive leaps every day. It's about showing up and doing the work, even when you don't feel like it. It's the quiet, unglamorous grind that creates extraordinary results over time. In today's hyper-connected world, distractions are everywhere. Social media notifications, endless emails, binge-worthy TV shows, and even household chores can constantly pull your attention away from what truly matters. The truth is, distractions aren't just harmless interruptions, they are the silent killers of productivity and focus. If you want to grind your way to success, you must learn how to identify and eliminate distractions effectively. The first step is understanding the impact of distractions. Each time your focus is interrupted, your brain has to switch tasks, and that comes with a cognitive cost. Studies have shown that it can take up to 25 minutes to regain full focus after being distracted. Now, imagine this happening multiple times throughout the day. Those lost minutes add up, stealing valuable time and energy that you could be investing in your goals. Distractions don't just hinder your productivity, they also affect the quality of your work. When your attention is fragmented, it's difficult to engage in deep, meaningful thinking. Creative breakthroughs, problem solving, and high-quality output require sustained focus. By allowing distractions to dominate your day, you are robbing yourself of the chance to produce your best work. So how do you eliminate distractions and create an environment that supports focused work? It starts with awareness. Take a close look at your daily routine and identify the common distractions that derail your progress. These can be external, like phone notifications or noisy environments, or internal, like daydreaming or unnecessary worries. Once you have identified these distractions, you can take targeted steps to address them. One of the most effective strategies for eliminating distractions is to create a dedicated workspace. Whether it's a home office, a quiet corner at a coffee shop, or a library, having a designated area for focused work helps signal to your brain that it's time to get serious. Make sure your workspace is free from clutter and stocked with everything you need to stay productive. Another crucial step is managing your digital environment. Our phones and computers are some of the biggest sources of distractions. Turn off non-essential notifications, set your phone to do not disturb mode, or even place it in another room when working on important tasks. Consider using website blockers or focus apps that limit your access to social media and other time-wasting sites during work hours. Time management plays a vital role in eliminating distractions. Implement techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work in focused 25-minute intervals followed by short breaks. This approach not only helps maintain your concentration but also prevents burnout by incorporating regular rest periods. Scheduling your tasks and setting specific time blocks for focused work creates a structured routine that minimizes the chances of getting sidetracked. It's also important to communicate boundaries with those around you. Let your family, friends, and colleagues know when you're in a focused work session and politely ask not to be disturbed unless it's urgent. Setting clear boundaries shows respect for your own time and helps others understand the importance of your commitment to your goals. Internal distractions like wandering thoughts and negative self-talk can be just as disruptive as external ones. Practicing mindfulness can help you stay present and focused. Techniques like meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking a moment to reset your thoughts can be effective in regaining concentration. Journaling can also help clear your mind of worries and create mental clarity before starting your work. Eliminating distractions isn't just about removing negatives, it's also about building a routine that fosters positive focus. Start each day by identifying your top priorities and setting clear, achievable goals. When you have a clear roadmap for the day, you're less likely to get derailed by distractions. Celebrating small wins can also reinforce focused work. When you successfully complete a task without succumbing to distractions, take a moment to acknowledge your accomplishment. Positive reinforcement strengthens your ability to resist distractions in the future. Finally, be kind to yourself. Eliminating distractions is an ongoing process, not a one-time fix. There will be moments when you get distracted despite your best efforts, and that's okay. The key is to recognize it, refocus, and keep pushing forward. The more you practice disciplined focus, the better you become at navigating a world full of distractions. By actively eliminating distractions, you create an environment where your energy and attention are fully aligned with your goals. You become more efficient, more creative, and ultimately more successful in your grind. The grind isn't just about putting in the hours. It's about continuously evolving, adapting, and improving. Success isn't a static destination, it's a dynamic process. The moment you stop learning is the moment you stop growing. And in a world that's constantly changing, staying stagnant is not an option. The most successful individuals aren't just those who work the hardest. They're the ones who have developed the habit of lifelong learning. Why is continuous learning so crucial? First and foremost, it keeps you ahead of the curve. The world is evolving at an unprecedented pace, and new technologies, methodologies, and strategies are constantly emerging. What worked yesterday might not work today, and what works today might not work tomorrow. To stay relevant and maintain a competitive edge, you need to be proactive in learning and adapting to new developments in your field. Whether it's mastering a new skill, learning about industry trends, or understanding emerging technologies, staying informed ensures that you're always at the forefront of your game. Second, learning fuels innovation and creativity. The more you learn, the more you expose yourself to new ideas, perspectives, and approaches. This diversity of knowledge enhances your ability to think critically and creatively. By integrating new insights into your work, you can find novel solutions to problems, improve your strategies, and differentiate yourself from the competition. The greatest breakthroughs often come from connecting dots that others haven't seen, and continuous learning expands the number of dots you have to connect. Another powerful reason to never stop learning is that it builds confidence. When you constantly expand your knowledge and expertise, you feel more competent in your field. This sense of mastery and self-assurance is empowering. Instead of second-guessing yourself or feeling overwhelmed by new challenges, you approach them with the confidence that you have the tools and skills to handle them. Knowledge gives you the freedom to take calculated risks and push beyond your comfort zone. Learning also helps you adapt to change, which is inevitable in any pursuit. Change can be intimidating, especially when it disrupts familiar routines or challenges existing beliefs. But those who are committed to learning see change not as a threat but as an opportunity. Continuous learning allows you to be more agile, resilient, and prepared for whatever the future holds. The ability to adapt to change is often what separates those who succeed from those who fall behind. In addition to these practical benefits, lifelong learning enriches your life on a personal level. It broadens your horizons, exposes you to different cultures and viewpoints, and enhances your understanding of the world. The more you learn, the more you realize how much there is to discover. This sense of curiosity and exploration keeps life exciting and fulfilling, even during difficult times. Learning isn't just about professional growth. It's about personal enrichment and becoming a more well-rounded, thoughtful individual. So how do you make learning a habit? Start by cultivating a mindset of curiosity. View every experience as an opportunity to learn, whether it's a conversation with someone, a challenge you face, or even a failure. Adopt the belief that there is always something new to gain and actively seek out those lessons. Reading is one of the most effective ways to continuously learn. Books, articles, research papers, and blogs are valuable sources of knowledge in virtually any area of interest. Set aside dedicated time each day or week to read. Whether it's expanding your professional expertise or learning about a completely new topic, reading keeps your mind sharp and open to new ideas. In addition to reading, take advantage of other learning methods such as online courses, webinars, and workshops. Platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and LinkedIn Learning offer a wealth of opportunities to develop new skills at your own pace. Podcasts and YouTube channels can also be excellent ways to learn on the go. In today's digital age, knowledge is at your fingertips. Don't be afraid to use it. Another important aspect of learning is finding mentors or role models. Seek out individuals who have walked the path you're on and learn from their experiences. A mentor can provide invaluable guidance, feedback, and advice, helping you avoid common pitfalls and make smarter decisions. Join communities or networks of like-minded individuals who share your goals and interests. Surrounding yourself with people who are also committed to learning fosters an environment of growth and support. These communities can be a source of inspiration, motivation, and shared knowledge. Don't forget to learn from your own experiences as well. Reflect on your successes and failures and ask yourself, what went well? What could I have done differently? Self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal growth because it allows you to extract valuable lessons from your own journey. Finally, make learning a part of your daily routine. Set learning goals, track your progress, and make it a point to learn something new every day. It doesn't have to be monumental. Small, consistent efforts add up over time. The key is to stay curious, stay committed, and never stop expanding your knowledge. When you embrace the mindset of lifelong learning, you not only increase your chances of success, but also create a fulfilling and dynamic life. The more you know, the more you can achieve, and the more you can contribute to the world around you. It's an investment that pays off in ways both big and small, helping you unlock your full potential. In conclusion, the journey to success is not a sprint, but a marathon. A constant grind fueled by perseverance, discipline, and growth. It's about getting up every day with a purpose, pushing through the challenges, and never losing sight of your goals. Stay consistent, eliminate distractions, push through obstacles, and never stop learning. The grind will test you, but it will also transform you into someone capable of achieving greatness. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to the success you've envisioned. Keep grinding, keep growing, and trust the process. Your future self will thank you for the work you put in today.